Still gaming on that clunky old tower you built in 2020? Listen, I get it. It's been a good run. But in 2025, pre-built gaming PCs are actually worth taking seriously. Gone are the days of overpriced builds with underpowered parts. Today's best systems are better cooled, better priced, and genuinely upgradable. And with Intel's new Arrow Lake chips and AMD's Ryzen 9000 series lighting up the scene, not to mention NVIDIA's RTX 50 series just rolling in, there's never been a better time to upgrade. Whether you're chasing maxed out 4K performance, looking for something compact and powerful, or just want a solid budget build without having to worry about part compatibility, I've tested the most hyped rigs of the year. Here are the ones that actually deliver. Let's get into it. Let's kick things off with something small but mighty, the Minisforum AtomMan G7 PT. This little guy is one of the most powerful mini PCs I've ever tested. Inside, you're getting a Ryzen 9 7945HX. Yeah, that's a full-on 16-core, 32-thread monster, and a discrete Radeon RX 7600M XT GPU. It's not just fast, it's efficient. I ran Cyberpunk 2077 at 1080p with FSR enabled, and it was buttery smooth. Plus, this thing supports up to 96 gigabytes of DDR5 memory and has dual M2 slots, including one PCIe Gen 5 for super fast SSDs. Now, here's the trade-off. It's not upgradable. CPU and GPU are soldered on. But if you want a clean, quiet, ultra-portable machine for gaming and productivity, this is a seriously underrated pick. I've even used it for 4K video editing, and it didn't break a sweat. You don't have to spend $2,000 to game in 2025. Enter the Lenovo Legion Tower 5i, a budget pre-built that nails the basics. It's powered by a 14th Gen Intel Core i5 14400F and paired with an RTX 4060. Not flashy, but plenty capable for 1080p and even some light 1440p gaming with DLSS. You also get 16 gigabytes of DDR5 4400 and a 1TB NVMe SSD. Yes, that's PCIe Gen 4, and no, it's not one of those slow SATA drives that bottleneck your load times. The case is clean, airflow is solid, and there's no weird proprietary hardware like you'll find in some other brands. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Alienware. The only downside? A 500-watt power supply limits your upgrade path a bit. But honestly, for under $1,000, this thing is a steal. If you want high performance in a small chassis and still want room to upgrade, the Raptor ES40 is for you. It's rocking a Ryzen 7 9700X, paired with an RTX 4070 Super, 32 gigabytes of DDR5, and a 2TB Crucial PCIe 4.0 SSD. And get this, it runs cool. Even under load, I barely saw the CPU hit 76 degrees Celsius. The GPU stayed quiet too. It's built in Velocity Micro's custom mini ITX case, which is super easy to work in. Like, you can get to everything without needing 3 different screwdrivers and an anti-static wristband. There's only one M2 slot, and the motherboard isn't exactly future-proof. It's a Gigabyte A620i, which might hold you back if you ever want to drop in a monster CPU. But for gaming, it's more than enough. I ran Metro Exodus Enhanced and Avatar, Frontiers of Pandora at 1440p with ray tracing on, and it handled both beautifully. Alright, let's talk Alienware. The Aurora R16 has gotten a facelift, and it finally feels like a proper flagship again, if you catch it on sale. The build I tested ran an Intel Core i7 13700F, RTX 4070 Ti Super, and 16 gigabytes of DDR5 5600. And the performance? Excellent. Games like Baldur's Gate 3, Call of Duty, MW3, and even Black Myth, Wukong ran smoothly at 1440p Ultra. Thermals were solid, acoustics surprisingly good, and the case, while huge, has style. But here's the warning. Alienware still uses a lot of proprietary parts. If you're planning to upgrade the motherboard or PSU down the road, yeah, good luck. Still, if you just want something that works right out of the box, looks awesome, and handles modern AAA games with ease, the R16 is a solid pick. Just don't pay full price. The king of 2025 pre-built gaming PCs? It's the HP Omen 35L. This thing hits the sweet spot in just about every category. The config I recommend runs an Intel Core Ultra 7 265K, Arrow Lake architecture, 20 cores, serious power. Pair that with an RTX 4080 Super, 32 gigabytes of DDR5 6000 memory, and a 2 terabyte PCIe 4.0 SSD, and you've got a beast on your hands. The Omen case is surprisingly clean inside. Easy cable management, AIO liquid cooling for the CPU, great airflow, and even subtle RGB if that's your vibe. It runs cool and quiet, even during extended sessions. Whether you're playing at 4K or streaming, editing, and gaming all at once, this machine doesn't flinch. And if you're not Team Intel, HP lets you customize with AMD CPUs too, even the Ryzen 9000 series. I've built and tested dozens of systems this year, and this one's my go-to recommendation for most gamers. It's fast, flexible, and doesn't come with the headaches of cheap pre-builts. So, there you have it. Those are the best pre-built gaming PCs in 2025 that are actually worth your cash. Whether you're shopping for a compact setup, a budget-friendly banger, or a future-proof beast, there's a rig on this list with your name on it. Let me know in the comments. What are you running right now? Thinking of jumping to Arrow Lake? Or maybe you're finally ready to ditch your old GTX 1060. Let's talk builds, deals, and your next upgrade. And hey, if this helped, give it a like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, build smart, game sharp, stay crispy.